Check out the best, easiest way to score in the red zone in Madden 16. The play is found in almost any offensive playbook, and you could do it against any coverage. If you want more tips, we do a free tip every single time that I stream. I'm streaming live right now, twitch.tv/EA Sports. What is going on, everybody? My name is Lights Out. I'm from MaddenDaily.com and also the EA Stream Team. Just so you know, I'm streaming live right now every Tuesday and Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. I stream on twitch.tv/EA Sports. So make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, click the button in the description and check us out live right now. This tip of the day is going to be out of any single back bunch or gun bunch. It's going to be the play Verticals. It's also called Seattle. And what we're going to be showing you is a quick and easy, probably the easiest way to score a touchdown in Madden 16 when in the red zone. All right, we're going to be utilizing the wheel route to get a spectacular catch in the end zone. I'm going to be doing it out of single back bunch base, but you could use it out of any bunch, as long as you can motion this outside receiver right here. And this is going to be where you want to have your best spectacular catch / catch in traffic / jump receiver to catch the ball and not only get his hands on the ball, but also hold on to it to get the 6 points. All right, so we'll first start off with a cover 2 man look. You could do this out of any coverage pretty much, which is the great thing. So let's go out in a cover 2 man. We're going to go to bunch base Seattle. Just another note, a lot of the times it is a quick audible. It's not a quick audible in the Saints book, but for the most part it is. All right, so what we're going to do for this setup is we are going to drag the isolated receiver on the non-bunch side, which is X here. All right, so that's Y or triangle, and then down on the right stick to drag him. Okay. You also want to be on the opposite hash mark of where you want to throw this ball. So right here, you see we're on the left hash mark. We want to throw it to the right side. If we were on the right hash mark, we would want to do it to the left side. We would put Hopkins as the X receiver, and we would have the bunch to the left. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to motion Hopkins to the right, and as soon as he's about to fully set, we hike the ball. His hip is going to be turned, and we're going to throw a high bullet pass holding the LB or L1 trigger and the left analog stick up and to the right, I would say about 2 to 3 o'clock. All right, I'm going to show you that right now, and then we'll get into the replay. All right, so we got the touchdown. What you're going to see is that against man coverage, this motion outside receiver, you see we're hiking as his hip is kind of turned. He is going to fly up the sideline. As long as he has some good route running, doesn't have to be great, he's going to fly up the sideline. We're going to throw it right around here is when we would throw a high bullet pass to the right holding the LB or L1 trigger. That's the trigger, the aggressive / spectacular catch animation. Once you do that, you're just going to hold, what I like to do is hold the left trigger and Y. And that gives you kind of like he kind of turns around a little bit, and he's going to get almost like a rocket catch animation. And you want to catch it right as he enters the end zone. Like right here is exactly where you want him to catch it. So that's against cover 2 man. All right, so now we're going to go into cover 3 sky. We just showed you cover 2 man. I'm going to go ahead and drag X. I'm going to motion Hopkins to the right. Hike when he sets. Wait until he's about almost to the 5-yard line. Throw a bullet pass high and to the right. And I'm going to go into the replay there. That was a pretty solid throw. He did wind up dropping it. But think about it. When you're in the red zone, you could do this 2 or 3 times. Eventually, you're going to get it. In a cover 3, it's going to be one-on-one. And if you time it right, that corner's not going to be able to pick it. All right? You want to get it to where, again, he's entering the end zone. And he's going to get a nice dive catch animation. He didn't hold on to the ball, but typically Hopkins would. All right? Now, another thing I want to note with cover 3 is that this tight end we throw to as well. All right? Right as he's about to hit right here, you see he is also open. So that's a target you could hit in zone. If he's covered, a lot of the time he's open. Now in bunch base, that's your fullback. So you want to put in your second tight end there. This crossing route sometimes is open. A lot of the times if they're user defendering that safety, they'll pick one. You throw a high pass to the opposite one. And then you have the drag as the check down. So that's against cover 3. Let's move on to cover 2. Now against cover 2, the main read is going to be this tight end. Another thing I didn't note before I get into any further, we want to throw this anywhere from like the 22-yard line to, I mean, you could even do it really close. Let's say like the 10. Once you get really close, you have to throw it much quicker, obviously, because you want him to catch it when he enters the end zone. I'm showing you this against cover 2. This is a really good dot against cover 2, and that's the tight end is who you want to hit, because the flat zone is going to play the wheel. And what happens is, this might not be a catch, but a lot of the times you could catch him right there. When people run cover 2, you have to realize that they'll run something like this. Like, this is a 2-1-2 personnel, so they're thinking it could be a dive or a toss. So they'll probably have these guys blitzing. Like, it's not going to be a full out coverage cover 2. A lot of the times, especially when they're blitzing, this guy is just wide open for a dot. I don't have the best fullback there, but you see that he got the touchdown. And then again, as a check down, you have, this is, I believe, a cover 3 shell. This is man. Let's go to cover 2. We motion this guy, look to see if he's open. We would hit him, or you could just dump it to the drag and move on to the next play, or you could even hit the running back. A lot of solid targets. Next thing I want to show is cover 4 before I end this. All right, so now against cover 4, the main guy that actually gets open a lot is going to be this B receiver. What happens is this outside corner, a lot of the times will actually play the fullback, and you could throw a high bullet pass to the right, and he gets open in the sidelines. Even if that corner is there, a lot of the times you could just throw it right at him, and you'll get like a spectacular catch, rocket catch type animation. And then you also always have that drag, remember. So we're going to do this, throwing it to the right. You see that Hopkins came down with it. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about. You see that right corner kind of shifts towards the fullback, which is, you know, a tight end in most sets, and we put a tight end there. You see that he stayed inside. So like right here, we know he's not going to fully play. We throw a high bullet pass up and to the right, holding LB or L1 and the receiver icon. You see that he made the catch. And that's without motioning. Once we get really close, we don't really like to motion because you have to throw it right away. Like, boom, right here. You got to make that pass. He catches it pretty close into the start of the end zone. This is something you could do against any coverage. It's perfect against blitzes because you're getting the ball out so fast. The less coverage, the better this play is going to be. So it kills coverage, blitzes. It's still good against coverage because you can do it against anything. Doesn't matter what your opponent's in. And this is something we love to do once we get into the red zone. You could do it around from like the 20 to, I would say, even like the 7-yard line. And I think this will definitely help your game once you get close. Very hard to score in Madden. Once you get into the red zone, this should help. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you are watching the stream every Tuesday and Friday. That's 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. Go there right now. We're streaming live right now. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the follow button on EA Sports to stream and our Madden Daily stream. That is twitch.tv/Madden Daily. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We live streamed it, so the quality isn't perfect, but we definitely advise you using this play once hitting the red zone.